a blessed day, learners. Be ready and prepare yourselves as we embark on a journey of learning and enjoyment in this video. This time, we will be studying the 8 items of English through the Let Reviewer Set 4E. Stay safe, and may God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5.
How does Shelley regard the west wind in the following ode? From Ode to the West Wind. Her clarion o'er the dreaming earth, and fill, driving sweet buds like flocks to feed in air, with living hues and odors plain and hill, wild spirit, which art moving everywhere, destroyer and preserver, hear, oh, hear. Letter A. It is responsible for preserving life. Letter B. It can both wipe out and maintain life. Letter C. It is a wild spirit in nature that is very strong. Letter D. It is strong but weak since it is everywhere. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is B. It can both wipe out and maintain life. Ang tamang sagot ay B. Maaari itong parehong mag-alis at mapanatili ang buhay. Explanation. Paliwanag. In the given excerpt from Ode to the West Wind by Percy Bysshe Shelley, the speaker addresses the west wind as a powerful and dynamic force of nature. The lines, wild spirit, which art moving everywhere, destroyer and preserver, suggest that the west wind possesses both destructive and preservative qualities. Sa ibinigay na sipi mula sa Ode to the West Wind ni Percy Bysshe Shelley, tinutugunan ng tagapagsalita ang hanging kanluran bilang isang malakas at dinamikong puwersa ng kalikasan. Ang mga linyang, wild spirit, which art moving everywhere, destroyer and preserver, ay nagmumungkahi na ang hanging kanluran ay nagtataglay ng parehong mapanirang at preservative na mga katangian. The speaker acknowledges the wind's ability to bring about change and destruction, symbolized by the phrase, driving sweet buds like flocks to feed in air. This implies that the wind scatters and disperses the seeds and buds, which may result in their destruction or transformation. This destructive aspect of the wind is further emphasized by the phrase, destroyer. Kinikilala ng tagapagsalita ang kakayahan ng hangin na magdulot ng pagbabago at pagkawasak na sinasagisag ng pariralang, driving sweet buds like flocks to feed in air. Ito ay nagpapahiwatig na ang hangin ay nagkakalat at nagpapakalat ng mga buto at mga usbong na maaaring magresulta sa kanilang pagkasira o pagbabago. Ang mapanirang aspetong ito ng hangin ay higit na binibigyang diin ng pariralang, destroyer. However, the speaker also recognizes the wind's role in preservation and renewal. The line, with living hues and odors plain and hill, indicates that the wind brings life and vitality to the earth, enhancing its colors and fragrances. The phrase, preserver, suggests that the wind has the power to sustain and maintain life as well. Gayunpaman, kinikilala din ng tagapagsalita ang papel ng hangin sa pangangalaga at pagpapanibago. Ang linyang, with living hues and odors plain and hill, ay nagpapahiwatig na ang hangin ay nagdudulot ng buhay at sigla sa lupa, na nagpapaganda ng mga kulay at halimuyak nito. Ang pariralang, preserver, ay nagmumungkahi na ang hangin ay may kapangyarihan upang mapanatili at mapanatili din ang buhay. Therefore, Shelley regards the west wind in the ode as a force that possesses the dual nature of destruction and preservation, capable of both wiping out and maintaining life. Sa makatuwid, itinuring ni Shelley ang hanging kanluran sa ode bilang isang puwersa na nagtataglay ng dalawang katangian ng pagkawasak at pangangalaga, na may kakayahang parehong puksain at mapanatili ang buhay. How does the speaker picture God in the following sermon? The God that holds you over the pit of hell, much as one holds a spider, or some loathsome insect, over the fire, abhors you, and is dreadfully provoked, his wrath towards you burns like fire, he looks upon you as worthy of nothing else, but to be cast into the fire, he is of purer eyes than to bear to have you in his sight, you are 10,000 times more abominable in his eyes than the most hateful venomous serpent is in ours. Letter A. Incense. Letter B. Abominable. Letter C. Assertive. Letter D. Vengeful. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Based on the given excerpt, the speaker pictures God as the vengeful. Batay sa ibinigay na sipi, inilalarawan ng tagapagsalita ang Diyos bilang di mapaghiganti. Explanation. Paliwanag. The language used in the excerpt suggests a strong sense of God's wrath and anger towards the listeners. The speaker describes God as holding the listeners over the pit of hell, abhorring them, and being dreadfully provoked. The speaker emphasizes God's wrath, comparing it to burning fire. Additionally, the speaker states that God views the listeners as deserving nothing but to be cast into the fire. This portrayal of God's anger, wrath, and the desire for punishment aligns with the concept of a vengeful God. Ang wikang ginamit sa CP ay nagmumungkahi ng isang malakas na pakiramdam ng puot at galit ng Diyos sa mga nakikinig. Inilalarawan ng tagapagsalita na ang Diyos ay humahawak sa mga tagapakinig sa hukay ng impyerno, napupuot sa kanila, at lubhang nagalit. Binibigyang diin ng tagapagsalita ang puot ng Diyos na inihahambing ito sa nagniningas na apoy. Karagdagan pa, sinabi ng tagapagsalita na tinitingnan ng Diyos ang mga tagapakinig bilang walang karapat-dapat kundi ihagis sa apoy. Ang paglalarawang ito ng galit, puot, at pagnanais na parusahan ng Diyos ay naaayon sa konsepto ng isang mapaghiganting Diyos. The incorrect options are: ang mga maling opsyon ay A. Incensed. While the speaker does mention God's wrath and anger, the tone is more focused on punishment and retribution rather than mere anger. Therefore, incensed is not the best description for how the speaker pictures God. A. Nagngangalit. Bagamat binanggit ng tagapagsalita ang puot at galit ng Diyos, ang tono ay higit na nakatuon sa pagpaparusa at paghihiganti sa halip na galit lamang. Sa makatuwid, ang insenso ay hindi ang pinakamahusay na paglalarawan kung paano inilalarawan ng tagapagsalita ang Diyos. B. Abominable. This term is used to describe the listeners, not how the speaker pictures God. B. Kasuklam-suklam. Ang terminong ito ay ginagamit upang ilarawan ang mga nakikinig, hindi kung paano inilalarawan ng tagapagsalita ang Diyos. C. Assertive. The language used in the excerpt is more extreme and forceful than just assertive. The speaker portrays God as being more than assertive, rather, he is portrayed as wrathful and vengeful. C. Paninindigan. Ang wikang ginamit sa CP ay higit na sukdulan at mapuwersa kaysa mapanindigan lamang. Inilalarawan ng tagapagsalita ang Diyos bilang higit pa sa mapanindigan, sa halip, siya ay inilalarawan bilang galit at mapaghiganti. Paradise Lost is considered among the greatest epics in English. Which of the following was the basis for this epic poem? Letter A. Treachery of Judas Iscariot. Letter B. The Passion of Christ. Letter C. Fall from God's Grace. Letter D. Sinning of Adam and Eve. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is the sinning of Adam and Eve. Ang tamang sagot ay di pagkakasala nina Adan at Eva. Explanation: Paradise Lost, written by John Milton, is an epic poem that explores the fall of mankind through the sinning of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. The poem tells the story of the temptation of Adam and Eve by Satan, their disobedience to God's command, and their subsequent expulsion from paradise. It delves into themes such as free will, the nature of evil, and the consequences of sin. Paliwanag: Paradise Lost, na isinulat ni John Milton, ay isang epikong tula na nagsasaliksik sa pagbagsak ng sangkatauhan sa pamamagitan ng pagkakasala nina Adan at Eva sa halamanan ng Eden. Ang tula ay nagsasalaysay ng kwento ng tukso kay Adan at Eva ni Satanas, ang kanilang pagsuway sa utos ng Diyos, at ang kanilang kasunod na pagpapatalsik sa paraiso. Tinutukoy nito ang mga tema tulad ng malayang pagpapasya, ang kalikasan ng kasamaan, at ang mga kahihinatnan ng kasalanan. While the treachery of Judas Iscariot is an important theme in religious literature, it is not the basis for Paradise Lost. The Passion of Christ, although significant in Christian theology and literature, is also not the central focus of Milton's epic. The fall from God's grace, mentioned in option C, is a key element in Paradise Lost, but it is specifically linked to the sinning of Adam and Eve. Habang ang pagtataksil ni Judas Iscariote ay isang mahalagang tema sa relihiyosong panitikan, hindi ito ang batayan para sa Paradise Lost. Ang pagsinta ni Kristo, bagamat makabuluhan sa Kristiyanong teolohiya at panitikan, ay hindi rin ang pangunahing pokus ng epiko ni Milton. Ang pagkahulog mula sa biyaya ng Diyos na binanggit sa opsyon C ay isang mahalagang elemento sa Paradise Lost, ngunit ito ay partikular na nauugnay sa pagkakasala nina Adan at Eva. Therefore, the sinning of Adam and Eve is the basis for the epic poem Paradise Lost, making option D the correct answer. Sa makatuwid, ang pagkakasala nina Adan at Eva ang batayan ng epikong tulang Paradise Lost na ginagawang tamang sagot ang opsyon D. What does the speaker mean in the following lines? Let's so persevere that when we live no more, we may live ever, from to my dear and loving husband. Letter A. Let's continue writing poetry to immortalize us. Letter B. Let's have faith in God and He will keep us alive. Letter C. Let's be true to our love, and we will be joined in eternity. Letter D. Let's have lots of children to remember us when we die. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The speaker in the following lines is expressing a desire for eternal life and a lasting legacy with their beloved. Ang tagapagsalita sa mga sumusunod na linya ay nagpapahayag ng pagnanais para sa buhay na walang hanggan at isang pangmatagalang pamana sa kanilang minamahal. The correct answer is C. Let's be true to our love, and we will be joined in eternity. Ang tamang sagot ay C. Maging tapat tayo sa ating pag-ibig, at tayo ay makakasama sa kawalang hanggan. In the lines, let's so persevere that when we live no more, we may live ever, the speaker is suggesting that by persisting and remaining faithful in their love, they hope to be united and continue their existence even after death. The speaker longs for a love that transcends mortal life and extends into eternity. It conveys the idea of a deep, everlasting connection with their dear and loving husband beyond the boundaries of time and physical existence. Sa mga linyang, let's so persevere that when we live no more, we may live ever, ang tagapagsalita ay nagmumungkahi na sa pamamagitan ng pagpupursige at pananatiling tapat sa kanilang pag-ibig, umaasa silang magkaisa at magpatuloy sa kanilang pag-iral kahit pagkamatay. Ang tagapagsalita ay naghahangad ng isang pag-ibig na lumalampas sa mortal na buhay at umaabot hanggang sa kawalang hanggan. Ito ay naghahatid ng ideya ng isang malalim, walang hanggang koneksyon sa kanilang mahal at mapagmahal na asawa na lampas sa mga hangganan ng panahon at pisikal na pag-iral. Which of the following is not an example of Gothic literature? Letter A. Dracula. Letter B. Lord of the Rings. Letter C. Frankenstein. Letter D. Telltale Heart. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is B. Lord of the Rings. Ang tamang sagot ay B. Lord of the Rings. Explanation: Gothic literature is a genre characterized by elements such as supernatural occurrences, dark atmospheres, psychological terror, and melodrama. It often includes haunted settings, mysterious events, and heightened emotions. Paliwanag, ang panitikang Gothic ay isang genre na nailalarawan ng mga elemento tulad ng mga supernatural na pangyayari, madilim na kapaligiran, psikolohikal na takot, at melodrama. Madalas itong kinabibilangan ng mga pinagmumultuhan na setting, mahiwagang kaganapan, at mas matinding emosyon. A. Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula is a classic example of Gothic literature. It features a vampire, Gothic settings, and themes of horror and suspense. A. Dracula. Ang Dracula ni Bram Stoker ay isang klasikong halimbawa ng panitikang Gothic. Nagtatampok ito ng vampira, mga setting ng Gothic at mga tema ng horror at suspense. B. Lord of the Rings. Although Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien is a fantasy novel that incorporates elements of adventure, it is not considered Gothic literature. It does not contain the characteristic dark and supernatural themes associated with the Gothic genre. B. Lord of the Rings. Bagamat Lord of the Rings ni J.R.R. ang Tolkien ay isang nobelang pantasya na nagsasama ng mga elemento ng pakikipagsapalaran, hindi ito itinuturing na panitikang Gothic. Hindi ito naglalaman ng mga katangiang madilim at supernatural na mga tema na nauugnay sa genre ng Gothic. C. Frankenstein. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is a prominent example of Gothic literature. It explores themes of horror, scientific experimentation, and the consequences of playing God. C. Frankenstein. Ang Frankenstein ni Mary Shelley ay isang kilalang halimbawa ng panitikang Gothic. Sinasaliksik nito ang mga tema ng horror, siyentipikong eksperimento, at ang mga kahihinatnan ng paglalaro ng Diyos. The Telltale Heart, Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart is a renowned Gothic short story. It includes elements of madness, guilt, and psychological terror. The Telltale Heart, ang Telltale Heart ni Edgar Allan Poe ay isang kilalang maikling kwentong Gothic. Kabilang dito ang mga elemento ng kabaliwan, pagkakasala, at psikolohikal na takot. Therefore, out of the given options, The Lord of the Rings does not fit the criteria of Gothic literature. Sa makatuwid, sa mga ibinigay na pagpipilian, ang The Lord of the Rings ay hindi umaangkop sa pamantayan ng panitikang Gothic. According to the speaker in Sandburg's Chicago, how would most others describe the city? They tell me you are wicked and I believe them, for I have seen your painted women under the gas lamps luring the farm boys. Letter A admirable. Letter B amusing. Letter C immoral. Letter D vibrant. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. According to the speaker in Sandburg's Chicago, most others would describe the city as immoral. Ayon sa tagapagsalita sa Chicago ng Sandburg, karamihan sa iba ay naglalarawan sa lungsod bilang immoral. In the lines you provided, the speaker acknowledges that others describe the city as wicked, and the speaker believes them. The mention of painted women under the gas lamps luring the farm boys suggests a sense of immorality and vice associated with the city of Chicago. This aligns with the idea that the city is perceived by many as immoral or corrupt. Therefore, option C, immoral, best represents how most others would describe the city according to the speaker in the poem. Sa mga linyang ibinigay mo, kinikilala ng tagapagsalita na inilalarawan ng iba ang lungsod bilang masama at pinaniniwalaan sila ng tagapagsalita. Ang pagbanggit ng mga babaeng pininturahan sa ilalim ng mga gas lamp na umaakit sa mga batang sakahan ay nagpapahiwatig ng isang pakiramdam ng immoralidad at bisyong nauugnay sa lungsod ng Chicago. Ito ay umaayon sa ideya na ang lungsod ay itinuturing ng marami bilang immoral o corrupt. Sa makatuwid, ang opsyon C, immoral, ay pinakamahusay na kumakatawan sa kung paano ilalarawan ng karamihan sa iba ang lungsod ayon sa tagapagsalita sa tula. What does the speaker like about Chicago as shown in the following lines? Come and show me another city with lifted head singing so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning. Fling yung magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job, here is a tall bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities. Letter A its vitality. Letter B its wickedness. Letter C its indifference. Letter D its progress. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The speaker in the given lines expresses their admiration for the vitality of Chicago. Ang tagapagsalita sa mga ibinigay na linya ay nagpapahayag ng kanilang paghanga sa sigla ng Chicago. Explanation, the lines depict a sense of admiration and praise for Chicago, emphasizing its vibrant and dynamic qualities. The phrase, singing so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, suggests a city that exudes energy, strength, and resilience. The use of words like lifted head, vivid, and tall bold slugger further emphasizes the city's lively and powerful nature. Paliwanag, ang mga linya ay naglalarawan ng pakiramdam ng paghanga at papuri para sa Chicago, na nagbibigay diin sa makulay at pabago-bagong mga katangian nito. Ang pariralang, kumanta ng labis na ipinagmamalaki na buhay at magaspang at malakas at tuso, ay nagpapahiwatig ng isang lungsod na nagpapalabas ng enerhiya, lakas, at katatagan. Ang paggamit ng mga salitang tulad ng nakataas ang ulo, matingkad, at matangkad na matapang na slugger ay higit na binibigyang diin ng buhay at makapangyarihang kalikasan ng lungsod. Option A, its vitality, captures the essence of the speaker's sentiment as they appreciate Chicago's liveliness, energy, and the sense of life and vibrancy that permeates the city. This aligns with the imagery of a city that is proud, alive, and resilient. Nakukuha ng opsyon A, ang sigla nito, ang esensya ng damdamin ng tagapagsalita habang pinahahalagahan nila ang kasiglahan, enerhiya, at pakiramdam ng buhay at kasiglahan ng Chicago na tumatagos sa lungsod. Naaayon ito sa imahe ng isang lungsod na mapagmataas, buhay, at matatag. Options B, C, and D do not align with the positive and admiring tone of the lines. Wickedness, option B, suggests something negative or morally corrupt. Indifference, option C, implies a lack of care or interest, and progress, option D, does not capture the specific qualities described in the lines, such as being alive, coarse, strong, and cunning. Ang mga option B, C, at D ay hindi umaayon sa positibo at kahangahangang tono ng mga linya. Ang kasamaan, option B, ay nagmumungkahi ng isang bagay na negatibo o masama sa moral. Ang kawalang interes, option C, ay nagpapahiwatig ng kawalan ng pangangalaga o interes, at ang pag-unlad, option D, ay hindi nakukuha ang mga partikular na katangiang inilalarawan sa mga linya, tulad ng pagiging buhay, magaspang, malakas, at tuso. Therefore, the speaker's admiration in the given lines is primarily for the vitality of Chicago, making option A, its vitality, the correct answer. Sa makatuwid, ang paghanga ng tagapagsalita sa mga ibinigay na linya ay pangunahin para sa sigla ng Chicago, na ginagawang option A, ang sigla nito, ang tamang sagot. Who are the summer soldier and the sunshine patriot Payne alluded to in the crisis? These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country, but he that stands it now, deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Letter A, the cowards who love their country less. Letter B, the brave men and women in the country. Letter C, the happy optimistic people. Letter D, the former heroes of the revolution. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is A, the cowards who love their country less. Ang tamang sagot ay A, ang mga duwag na hindi gaanong nagmamahal sa kanilang bayan. Explanation, in the passage you provided from The Crisis by Thomas Paine, he refers to the summer soldier and the sunshine patriot as individuals who will shrink from serving their country during a crisis. Paine criticizes these individuals, describing them as cowards who love their country less because they are only willing to support the cause when conditions are favorable, i.e., during the summer or in times of sunshine. These people lack true dedication and commitment to their country's cause, and they are likely to abandon it when faced with difficult or challenging circumstances. Paliwanag, sa sipi na ibinigay mo mula sa The Crisis ni Thomas Paine, tinukoy niya ang Summer Soldier and the Sunshine Patriot bilang mga individual na uurong sa paglilingkod sa kanilang bansa sa panahon ng krisis. Pinuna ni Paine ang mga individual na ito, na inilalarawan sila bilang mga duwag na hindi gaanong nagmamahal sa kanilang bansa dahil handa lamang silang suportahan ang layunin kapag ang mga kondisyon ay favorable, ibig sabihin, sa panahon ng tag-araw o sa panahon ng sikat ng araw. Ang mga taong ito ay walang tunay na dedikasyon at pangako sa layunin ng kanilang bansa, at malamang natalikuran nila ito kapag nahaharap sa mahirap o mapaghamong mga pangyayari. Option B, the brave men and women in the country, is not the correct answer because Paine's reference is directed towards individuals who are not willing to stand up and serve their country during challenging times. Ang option B, ang magigiting na kalalakihan at kababaihan sa bansa, ay hindi ang tamang sagot dahil ang sanggunian ni Paine ay nakadirekta sa mga individual na hindi handang tumayo at maglingkod sa kanilang bansa sa panahon ng hamon. Option C, the happy optimistic people, is also not the correct answer as Paine's intention in the passage is to highlight the lack of dedication and commitment of certain individuals, rather than referring to those who are happy and optimistic. Ang option C, the happy optimistic people, ay hindi rin ang tamang sagot dahil ang intensyon ni Paine sa passage ay highlight ang kakulangan ng dedikasyon at pangako ng ilang individual, sa halip na tumukoy sa mga masaya at optimistiko. Option D, the former heroes of the revolution, is not the correct answer either because Paine is not referring to the previous heroes of the revolution in this particular passage, but rather criticizing those who are not willing to stand up for their country in times of crisis. Ang option D, ang mga dating bayani ng revolusyon, ay hindi rin ang tamang sagot dahil ang tinutukoy ni Paine ay hindi ang mga naunang bayani ng revolusyon sa partikular na bahaging ito, bagkus ay pinapuna ang mga hindi gustong manindigan para sa kanilang bansa sa panahon ng krisis.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13.
I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from our topic on English. Lead reviewer. If you learned something from this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave a message in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Hoping that we meet again in my next video, and God bless you always. It is the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.